All right. Hi again. Um, so, new project. Um, I will wanted to kind of summarize where I'm at. Uh, so the project is a tabletop jukebox. This is a newer one, compared to some of the ones you might be thinking of. Where you scroll through the songs and find the ones you want, and if it'll focus, maybe, maybe it won't focus. I'll pull it out a little bit. Um, So you scroll, you find the ones you want, decide that you're really looking forward to hearing Def Leppard Pour Some Sugar on Me, 144. You go up here and you punch in the number 144. Um, I'm going to show you why I'm not going to push these in because they're all gonna push in right now because I've taken the number pad out. But so you go in here and you push 144. Usually, actually, also put a coin in or two or three, and it lights up and it tells you how many songs you can play. But we'll skip the coin part, even though it's cool. Or we might figure out a way. But punch the number in, and then the song you want plays, and it plays through the speakers here. But it's a tabletop, so it's not very big. It doesn't have a. It's not a record player, but it existed at a time when that was you had to play on a record player or a tape, uh, but definitely not MP3s or anything like that or streaming. So what I'm going to do, if I hadn't already told you this, is I'm going to make it play a Spotify playlist. It'll be cool. So so what I've done summary is I have the key here. I'm going to put this down. Um, yep, I've gutted it. Kinda, mostly. Um, so I took the coin mech out. I took the controller box out. Looks like a little Nintendo. It's kind of cool. It's got chips in it, and I've opened it up, and I don't know. It does some stuff, but not for me. And left the wire harness, and then I took out the number pad. This is the thing that when you push these buttons in the front, it makes the number. So also got some cool bulbs in here, by the way. So I'm keeping all those. I'm gonna light this thing back up again. I don't know how much voltage it'll take, but it shouldn't take much. I expect low voltage. So yeah, so that's the keypad behind this thing. Makes these cool noises too. Which that's a thing here on the side. That's like all it does. It's just making that noise. Well, it's an on-off switch too. Sorry, that's not all it's doing. But all of these are basically little buttons that are completing a circuit somewhere on this board. And I'll put a picture up. But basically, I took this apart, opened it up, and took a picture of the board that's underneath it. It's just a basic circuit board. There's no componentry on it at all. I mean, no resistors or capacitors or anything like that. It's just a circuit board, and you'll see. And so then that circuit board has a pinout, which it came with. So the whole board kind of looks like this with, but underneath here, and then I kept this because that fits on there so nicely, and I cut the wires for it. And then I spliced them all and put them in this little board here. So just did a kind of an easy. You see this here? Easy solder. If you can see on the other side there. There you go. And then I put this little header on here, which is like a standard pinout header, and then so I could put these ribbons on it. So now it's all soldered in. And I have a lead to every one of the pins that are in here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to hook this up now, the other end of this, to my Raspberry Pi. And I got to figure out which pins are the right pins. But basically, all those pins I can figure out which ones I need 17 of them. And figure out which of these, they all do slightly different things. So they may have better reason to plug in one of these versus another. And then what I'll do is on the Raspberry Pi, I'll read the voltage. So some of these will have a voltage out, and some of these will have voltage in, positive and negative. And when you push the button, it will complete the circuit, and it will tell me, it will light up. I already know which pins it's going to light up because I mapped it out when I had it open. That was fun. I can put a picture. Yeah, I don't have that with me. I'll put a picture up of that. Drew that out. Had to draw it out twice. Draw it out first time just by trying not to open it up. That did not work as well. I was close. In a pinch, that would have worked, but I only got about half of the numbers, or half the pins. I got the numbers. Anyway, so I have those mapped out, and I know which ones are connected, and now I have to figure out which ones am I going to run voltage through. So I guess I stop holding. I can just kind of do this to figure out which ones I'm gonna run. Look at the camera instead of figure out which ones I can run voltage through, and then which ones I can read. And then once I have it hooked up and I know which pins I can run voltage through and which ones I can read, I will basically be able to tell what numbers I'm pushing when I'm clicking this little box here. And that is important. Because once I know what numbers I'm pushing, well, then I can take another program and send it numbers. Because it takes numbers. And that's the Spotify playlist player. Because it says, sure, you can play what track? What number on what track? Well, sir, that will be number 144 minus 100. Because it'll actually be 44th on the list. Kind of cool, right? That's kind of neat. So I think it's all working out. Anyway, so I just soldered this up. I'm really happy. This is kind of fun. And so now I'm gonna plug it in. Painstakingly plug it in. Hope this stuff doesn't fall out. Oh, actually, I gotta figure out which pins I need to plug in, and then I'm gonna plug them in, and then I'm gonna start playing. I don't know. Maybe I'll label them. I don't know. Maybe not. Anyway, I think that's good progress, right? Tabletop jukebox. Plays Spotify. I need a name. Give me a name. I mean, I'm calling it Tabletop Jukebox. But like, Jukify? Tabletop Spot? Tabletop Spot. Hey, maybe. I don't know. Let me know what you think. Thanks for watching.